Bro is muted. Hi. I have this chicken bake from Costco that I'm also gonna try and eat. Sorry, Hi Duo. Good to see ya. I'll need just a minute. Hey Don. Hey, thanks again for filling out that spreadsheet. Super helpful. All right, collected, not collected. Tarkir Dragonstorm. I wanted to see. So I wanted to try and work. Where are you? This 4-mana United Battlefront into a an artifact shell. I'm worried about like Clarion Conquer type effects in that deck, but I do think that Jeskai artifacts might just be a thing now. Kind of excited about it. Maybe. Oof. Thank you. Y'all are sweet. Could run the Storm Broods. Like, I'm wondering if Mox Jasper makes the cut, but I don't think it does. I think we want to be on. So I think we want to be in between the Boom Cycle build and the artifact build that I ran before. So that's like Fabrication Foundry, maybe a couple clay fired bricks, and then Glass Casket. Glass Casket feels especially useful. Maybe Annex Sentry. Where is Glass Casket? I could have sworn this card was standard legal. Here it is. Chariot probably isn't strong enough, but Hovership might be. Hovership is a solid removal spell. Not that interested in the ones that cost more than 3 mana. 4 Enigma Jewels. So I ran blue-white artifacts for a while. We're gonna give people a chance to show up. Needle's close. Braided Nets. Synthesizer. Repurposing Bay. Maybe a Cryptic Code out of the board. I'm just gonna take. I'm gonna try to take too long on this. I just want to see the shape of it, and then we'll get back to the drafting. So red and artifact cards. I was running Chainsaw and Legion Extruder. Legion Extruder seems solid here. Like, we might. The problem here is going to be being 3 colors. But I want. It's a repurposing Bay deck that wins with Boom Mobiles at the end of the day. Hey, Comic, good to see ya. We're going to be drafting this in a minute. I figured people tend to really like the first one, so I'm going to give people a chance to show up, and I'm going to take that time to try and get this deck together that I've been running. So I've been running the red-blue version. I'm going to see if I can make a full Jeskai version work, because we just gained United Battlefront. So United Battlefront gives me a really solid plan A. Might play one game with it. So the thing that white gives me is some ability to deal with the mono red aggro builds, because I get to play Glass Caskets, which is like not great. I'd still want something like Portable Hole, but it's better than it was. So I'm taking a quick look at the artifacts. We want 1 Radiant Lotus. We still want the Sideboard Chameel. Didn't gain any artifact lands, which is too bad. Oh, we need Power Stones in Jeskai. I always want there to be good Power Stones, and there just really aren't. The Might Stone and Weak Stones are still great, though. All right, how about artifact tokens? So we gain Fabrication Foundry and Enigma Jewel, both. I think Jeskai Monument actually just might be good enough fixing here. And then I can run Unstable Glyph Bridge. I haven't decided that's like, so Unstable Glyph Bridge is a great card. Hang on one sec. I got to get the paper copy of the deck. I ran this deck at RC Atlanta. The great effect. Ran 1000 Moon Smithy. Assimilation Aegis. I don't know if that's as good as it was, though. All right, how about just token and artifact? If this made artifact tokens, I'd play it. Map tokens is relevant. We're almost done here. I'll make a shop. Just make an artifact token every turn. Top Fabricator. Or Steel Cutter is a cool one. +1/+1 Trample Haste. That might just be good enough to play with our Simulacrum synthesizers. Endokin Core is cool, but I don't know that it actually matters. I like one copy of Urza. I'll try and squeeze it in. And in Pikal is cool. I think that's about it. Right, give me just a sec. So we want to minimize our non-4 cost cards. We have Battlefront. All right. So these are the non-hits. 4, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 30-ish hits we get to play. Let's do our mana. None of the white cards really feel worth it other than United Battlefront and Glass Casket. Gets Fabrication Foundry too, but we can't cast United Battlefront off the Fabrication Foundry. Iron Crag. Okay. It's not iron, it's Iran. Hey, Silver Bullet. We're going to start on the draft in just a second. I just wanted to make sure people had enough time to show up. I think the Soul Guide Lantern is a good enough card. Yo! That's awesome. All right. We're going to just scrap this and go back to the other build and we're going to add white to it. Ureni is disgusting. My only complaint with the set is how good some of the mythics and rares are. All right. 4 Battlefronts means we're cutting a Solemn, one of our Boommobiles. We're gaining a Glass Casket or 2. Chainsaws out. Yosha declares war is out. Come down 1 extruder for a torch, but I think I'd rather just have the 2 glass caskets. Cloudy's Vault has felt good. I think we keep 1 Maze Mine Tome. I want to see what white artifacts there are. Barricade might just be a good enough card to main deck. Since there's just so much amount of red around, and then I want a Jeskai Monument. Or 2. One Annex entry for 1 Thran Spider. Thran Spiders felt pretty good, but I like that. Simulation Age just feels too dangerous. Ooh, I can add a Riptide Gearhulk back in. I mean, it does hit pretty hard. Jeskai Monument. I wonder if Jasper's worth it. I would need some dragons too. I've been creeping, sleeping. It's way beyond here. Did I not finish up? All right, we're gonna play 1 game and then we're gonna do our first draft. Kind of hyped. I need to make 2 cuts and fix the mana. Covenant encampment. I need 1 plains. Maybe I need to keep this solemn. Up in here. Anchorage is like so good for us though. The Flood Farm Verge isn't great. And into the air. Got all the blue-red lands. Need a few blue-white lands. Or red-white lands. Forage, Vantage. Bivouac doesn't feel nearly as good as the Anchorage, but I think Anchorage is a big get. All right. It's probably about where I want to be. Down to Reefs. To basics. 29 lands. We just don't need that much white mana. I want to limit my tap lands, but I want all 3 anchorages. 29 lands, so we're cutting 6 lands here. 1, 2, let's see, red or white. We really want blue turn 1. Or 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, this Fomori Vault might be a little bit too greedy. We need to bring in 1 more card and cut 1 card. I think I just want the Might Stone in general. Try taking out the Collector's Vault. 1 more land in. Maze Mine Tome out. Sentry out. Play all 4 Anchorage. We need more red sources. So up a red source. Up a reef. Or an island. Down a coast. Up a reef. Alright, 1 game, then we draft. 1 game, then we draft. Shoot, I just edited it. I should have kept the old version. So I think that, so in other sets, there's a scale when you draft in all sets of rigidity. I think this is a keep, even if it's a little weak. Rigidity, flexibility, and like some sets really reward flexibility, and some sets really reward rigidity. And I think in this set, you don't want to be in between. You either need to keep flexibility all the way open, or you need to stay very rigid. So earlier today, I saw my buddy 8 Pierce online. He posted that screenshot. We had 3 copies of the Abzan Saga, right, Comet? Like the one that makes 3 tokens and then you put counters on it. That was a reward for staying rigid. He was Abzan all the way through, not just green white, not just white black. He was taking up the Abzan cards, and that's the reward, because the way that the rares are set up in this set is that those rares are strong enough that you I just want this in play. Those rares are strong enough that like you want to be playing, like there are a reason to be Abzan, but if you're not Abzan, you can't pivot for them. You don't necessarily want to splash them. That card's not good after turn 3 or 4 or 5. And then the 5-color dragons deck, that's on the other side of things. That's your reward for being at maximum flexibility. Like anything in between is dangerous. And that's a theory still. I've only drafted this set in early access. This is a terrifying start from them. I don't think I can win this game. Like, Repurposing Bay does not get me out of this. So I don't think you can draft that deck if you're not prepared to draft it, but I do think it works. And the advantage, like that staying maximum flex, like staying maximum rigid. Yeah, that's the classic turn 3 kill. Staying maximum rigid is something that is worth doing. I'm just so unprepared for this matchup. Torpor Orbs in, -1 Spider. I just want to cast United Battlefront so bad. Filigree Celix in, Vacuum out, Glass Casket out, Barricade out. We just need the blocker from the Spider. This will work. And I think actually, like, there are rares that are good enough to open and force it. Lock in right there. But it's cool because, like, even if you are forcing yourself to be rigid, there's different ways to do that. And there's different ways to be flexible. But, like, pivoting when you've been locked into Abzan is tough. All right, we'll keep this because I want to play this spell. I think you're right, Comet. I think that's cool. I kind of want to be ramping into this spell, huh? We'll Verge Extrude. And then pass. And I'll probably make a 3/3 out of the Enigma Jewel just because I have a spare. The danger there is that if I draw the Repurposing Bay, I'm in trouble. I guess I can wait. It's not like I really want to attack with it anyway. Let's see what we draw. I'm not going to make the 3/3 yet because I still want the blocker. All right, bad draw. So we extrude. Anchorage, Enigma Jewel, and we pass. And then it's all about how good this Battlefront is. I just want to cast a spell one time, and I'm happy. Like, Convoke can kill you here, but not without Gleeful Sabotage. Well, I'd actually love to see those lists and pools. Oh, do they have... They have it all. I can a good United Battlefront here. If I can hit some simulacrum synthesizers, will feel completely broken. Like I can hit repurposing based simulacrum synthesizer or simulacrum synthesizer. Oh god, that is a lot of bodies. They're up to 7. That's a 7/8 body turn 3, and they can play their Knight Captain of Eos here. Knight Errant of Eos. Oof. The nuts. So these are the 2 most important cards in this deck. No Torpor Orb, so that's good. Or no +1/+0 haste, or I'd die. Well, back-to-back United Battlefronts has to have to get there. Whiff. Big whiff. Very painful. Well, I think that I'm probably dead here. I needed to not whiff a Battlefront. I needed to not... All right. I needed the Battlefront to not hit 5 lands. All right, let's try this. Let's just go to draft. I'll try this one again later. All right, first Tarkir draft. Here we go. I will be doing some sealed later too. But we're gonna start out with some draft because it gives me a better sense of the cards and what's powerful. No worries, Comet. I'm not that hungry, but I need to put some food in me. Ooh, what a pack! Mmm. Sidisi is my favorite here, but it's got to be one of these. Like, triggering this every turn is wild. I think it's going to be the Bloomvine region. I would do that if I were allowed. So very generally, it's close, but I do think that the Hollow Merc Siege is stronger than the Bloomvine region. But if I take a Hollow Merc Siege and then pass a green rare and a black rare, and then the other best cards in the pack are black, green, and Abzan Fixing, I'm going to be fighting way too hard. So while these are both very close, the Bloomvine region leaves me a lot more flexible. Like, I can go Teamer and not necessarily fight with the person on my left for Abzan cards. Ooh, Kintree Severance, Dragonclaw Strike, Piercing Exhale, Nomad Outpost, and Thornwood Falls, I think, are all on the list. These are all just very efficient removal spells. I think I'm going to just take the Nomad Outpost, though. Like, I'm happy if this is 2 of my colors, but not if it's only 1 of my colors. I'm very likely to be Teamer. I'm little less likely to be Sultai or Abzan, but only a little. The Severance is so strong, though. I could also just take the Piercing Exhale. It's a great removal spell. I'm going to take the Outpost. Your mana is so important in this format. Ooh, I could take the Rhino if I wanted to just commit hard to Abzan. The Tomb Guard and the Evolving Wilds are both up there, but I'm just going to take the Piercing Exhale. I think it's really strong and worth taking aggressively. I think my actual pick order is Piercing Exhale, Evolving Wilds. Tomb Guard probably won't table, but like if Skirmish Rhino tables, I will know that I should be Abzan. Heck yeah, Bullet Devil. Please put it in the server. I would love to see, like, I always love seeing your trophies, but the early trophies are the best, are the most valuable for me. Yeah, we're going to take the green removal spell here. Thornwood Falls. Molten Exhale. The Stormbrood isn't bad. The knockout maneuver isn't bad. So I think that if I wanted to be blue, I would rather take the Dispelling Exhale. Rather, if I wanted to be blue-red, I would rather take the Dispelling Exhale. Or the Molten Exhale. I think if I want to be either, I'd rather just have the land here. I'm going to take the Thornwood Falls. I'm going to delay my decision between Sultai. Yes. So we have a trophy. Hey, Carl. We have a trophy channel in Discord, and I always ask people to post their trophies. Maybe it is worth it just to stay on full dragons. Yeah, okay. Because I have this gains me land life. Like, this is a dragon payoff card. Ooh, a bivouac. Awesome. I want this. I think that means we're Teamer. This Caustic Exhale is very strong in this format. Like, I almost want it to go into black, but I passed so many strong black cards and not a lot of good Teamer cards. This card is just a good red card. Okay, like, this is a solid green removal spell. Very strong red card. And then Sultai Monument is something I'm pretty happy to have in general. Like, I'm happy to just be a 5-color deck most of the time. I don't think I want to commit to Sarkhan's Resolve here. We're going to stay flexible and take the Sultai Monument. Surgo's Vanguard works, but I'm still on the take the fixing early and often train. Well, normally I think the Dragonclaw Strike would be better, but I do have 2 duels and a Sultai Monument already, which makes me kind of want the Dragon Brood's Relic. I really want the Dragon Brood's Relic, but I think Dragonclaw Strike is just better here. I think I want to be Teamer. I think I'm locking into Teamer Stompy here. I do like the Nest Guard a lot more with Dragonclaw Strike and Piercing Exhale. And I'll play the first Heritage Reclamation pretty happily. I'm going to take the first Heritage Reclamation of the first Nest Guard. I don't mind the Nest Guard. This is a late enough Stormsinger that I'm interested in it, but it really comes down to the Highlands and the Champion of Doosan. I've been really impressed with the Champion of Doosan. Yeah. Yeah, it was close. I'm going to take the Champion of Doosan over the Highlands, because I need fixing. Like, I think I'm committing to Teamer here, and I can still, like, splash. My mana is just great right now. I've got 4 picks on it. Sorry, Devil, I actually thought you were in the Discord already. So, if I didn't already have a Dragonclaw Strike, I would take the Dispelling Exhale. But Dragonclaw Strike stacks with itself really well. Thanks, buddy. Areni is, like, way too good. But this is a really good deck at... So, yes, Areni is busted in half. But you build a deck that's very good at getting to the point where it gets to cast Areni. I do like the Tomb Guard. Are we pivoting to Sultai? We could. Dragonstorm Globe or Knockout Maneuver. We'll take the Knockout Maneuver. Hope we don't have to run it. Like, it's fine, but it's just fine. Teamer Devotee is also fine for us. We have perfect mana right now. Another Sidisi. I could have had 2 Sidisis. Molten Exhale versus Piercing Exhale. Like, Molten Exhale is better if we have fewer creatures to work with. I also love Whale at War. Sidisi is one of my favorite cards in the whole set, but we just are not black right now. Like, I'll play a little bit of black for the Sultai Monument if I end up running it. Lion in Wait is good. It's one of the exhales. I think it's going to be the Piercing Exhale because I'm low. I really want to be surveilling. Wow. Okay. So I passed this and it was passed back. I think this is worth pivoting for because all I have to give up, all I lose by taking this Hollowmurk Siege is the Stormbrood. I guess we're Sultai. I mean, I passed 2 powerful Sultai rares, and they just gave them right back. We'll take the Dragon Sniper. The Lowe's Light Dancers is very good, though. But I've got 2 Piercing Exhales as my main removal spells, so we gotta take it. Let's see. Monastery, Exhale, War Effort, Jungle Hall. So you might have noticed, or like earlier I said, it's about flexibility versus what's the word? Like flexibility versus commitment. I'm staying flexible. That's my way of doing it. That's not necessarily the best way of doing it. We're gonna take another Piercing Exhale. I really need enough dragons for this card. I'm not actually that confident in it because I'm not seeing a lot of dragons. Like, you really want the Surveil 2 on this. I'm very surprised the person on my left is not in Sultai. Well, I think we're back to Temur, and we're just splashing the Hallmark Siege anyway. And we'll pretty much always be on Abzan with it. Battle Crier or Bivouac? We're going to take the Battle Crier, but I would take the first Bivouac over it. Sibissig Appraiser or Snakeskin Veil. Snakeskin Veil does make what I've already taken stronger, which is 3 Piercing Exhales. I like the Leopard too. I'm going to take the Snakeskin Veil. Because right now I'm a combo deck. Not even a particularly good combo deck. I need some monsters. But like if I can double up my room scale Stormbrother, yes. So this is one of those cards that's like, the better you have a handle on your table, the better the pick is. Ooh, I like Champion a lot here. I'm taking it over Sibissig Appraiser. Going into this set, I would never have said that was correct. But after playing with it and reviewing all the cards and getting a handle on it, Champion Doosan is really good. I like New Way Forward a lot, but like, it is a Jeskai card. Sibissig Appraiser is very good though, and so is Twin Shot. I need 4 power creatures for Piercing Exhale. Maelstrom, I love this card. Otherwise, Dispelling Exhale, Rugged Highlands, and Bargain are all pretty good for us. But this is just the right deck for Maelstrom the Spirit Dragon. I also think this card is great in general. Very late Molten Exhale. Otherwise, I'd be taking the Leopard here. We're kind of where I want to be for removal. Like, I don't need that much more, and this knockout maneuvers on the chopping block. Sharpshooter is just so strong. I mean, it's best with mobilized cards, but without mobilized cards, it's still pretty good. And it might end up being that red is one of our base colors. Enchanter, Earthcarver might just be better, but we're looking for creatures still. I mean, I'm on full combo here. I'm pretty happy about it. I also play this card, I just don't pick it that high. I think Snakeskin Veil is awesome. I love it. I'd rather be playing it than play against it. War Effort is not bad for us. But it's not great for us either. We'll take the Nest Guard. I'll take 1 Stag. Like, I am hoping to upgrade the Stag and the Nest Guard here. Ooh. Glacierwood Siege and Taigam. Like, Taigam is just a value card. It's a pretty good value card. Glacierwood Siege is like a build around. And it's a good one. If you have the Harmonized spells, I think it's great. But we don't have the Harmonized spells. Yeah, I agree, Carl. It should be an uncommon. So, Devil. Appraiser is great in your deck because of the power level of your bombs. So Appraiser was so good in your deck because you are so good at getting to it. It's actually between Tygom here and Sonic Shrieker. I'm seriously considering the Sonic Shrieker. We're just going to take Tygom because I need more to do early. I want to do this so bad. I want to open this in pack 1 and make that deck work. We're going to take Songcrafter Mage. Card's just great for us. Powerful in general. I'd also take a Trawlers or a Wayfarer. A pretty good teamer mana. How are my counters? Champion of Jason, and that is all right now. That puts counters on things. So, like, Lion Weight is solid. I could make the Trade Route Envoy work. Leopard's not bad for me. I think it's going to be the Sharpshooter again. Card is strong and stacks well, even without mobilize effects. I could also put more work into making the Envoy work. Forecaster. Jeskai Monument. Teamer Devotee for fixing. I just don't have enough of a late game. I would take the Molten Exhale, but I've only found 2 dragons. That's not quite enough. We'll take the Highlands. All right, we're at 30 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands. I'm not good at using the Tuned Hunter. I'd be taking it. I think I want the Shrine Keeper here. I'm okay splashing it. Got a Nomad Outpost and a Maelstrom the Spirit Dragon. And I'd have to splash just the white. That'll work. Leopard might be better for me. No, I want the Tawny back. No, I do want the Shrine Keeper. I need actual dragons. I really want Piercing Exhale to be good. Ooh, Formation Breaker. Like, I know I don't have a lot of counters, but I still like the card. I like the Devotee too, even if it only filters blue-green. But I think I'm willing to try and make this work from here. I like Rediscover the Way, but we're a little far away from actually casting it. Roiling Dragonstorm is exactly what I want, though. Ooh, Roamer's Routine, Teamer Tawny back, Dragon Hunt. Dragon Hunt's, like, fine. But it's just fine. I think I'd rather just have the Tawny back, because then I get to cut this Nest card. Routine is fine, too. I'd take a dragon here if there were one here. Dragonfire, Devotee. Or Sultai Monument. You could just run 2 Sultai Monuments in a swamp. I'll take the Dragonfire, but it's pretty close. Red-black land for just the Hollowmurk Siege? Sure. I like Jeskai Monument, but I don't have any payoffs or reasons to play it. Trade Route Envoy is a 4-mana 5/4. I want the second Sipsig Appraiser. Wow. Take a second Molten Exhale. I don't have enough dragons. That means I have to play the Snowmelt Stag. If my opponent is on a removal deck, I'll lose. That's okay. Formation Breaker is the only thing I have that uses counters at all. And these are the only 2 cards that give counters, which means I'm always naming Abzan, which is fine. Red, white, black. plus Bloodfell Caves and a Sultai Monument. All right, I think we're going straight Temur and keeping the Shrine Keeper. I'm not even going to run the Plains. So sorry, Hallmark Siege. I think the card is busted. No Plains. I could keep the Monument with a Nomad Outpost. That is the only way I have. If I had taken the Sultai Devotee, I could have been playing this Monument too. So we didn't see everything I wanted to see, but that's okay. We'll fix the mana in a minute. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's just too many removal spells. We're going to take out the Knockout Maneuver. And the Dragonfire. And the Strike Mastery. And the Formation Breaker. So this is a pretty disparate mid-range Stompy deck. And it's going to be pretty tough to win. But not impossible. We just didn't see the bombs. Like, Bluevine Region is very good, certainly. But we can get some nice Dragonclaw Strike wins in. I would have really liked to play this Hall of Merc Siege. I think the card's great. We don't get a lot out of this Devotee. It's not like my mana is very good, though. 15 creatures. Plains down. I want red to be more of a splash. Mountain down. Green up, blue up. 17 lands. I hate that we didn't get any of the green one. The green Omen Dragon. This is not a strong deck, but we'll get wins. I think I have to take out a Sipsig Appraiser, which just kind of sucks. I really like that card. And then one of our removal spells. Like, we are mostly going to be trying to win with Dragonclaw Strikes. That's one of the Piercing Exhales. Okay. I think the card is one of the better removal spells in the set as long as you can able to Surveil, but we only found 3 dragons. I'm trying to decide what Friday events I want to do. It's a little weak, but I have a turn 4 Shrine Keeper if I draw a red source or a white source. We're on the draw. I think I can keep this. It's a little sketchy. But this, if they're just spending their first few turns developing their mana, we'll be okay. And that was a great draw. If I turn 3 Bloomvine Region, shuffle it in, I can turn 4 Shrine Keeper. I think that's worth it. All right, that is all of the force in the deck. We have drawn only lands. We're going to get this Shrine Keeper down. I think I'd rather have the Regent down. Well, that's not true. I'd rather have the Regent countered with a counterspell. Because they've got 3 mana up. I'm very suspicious, but we're still going to jam it. What? How have they played no cards? I'm so confused. I've got 7. I can hit for 11 here with the Dragon Claw Strike. Red, blue, green for a Tawny back. See what we draw? I can hold up the Omen, but I'm not expecting that to be very good. I mean, I think I'm just holding things back. They can give all non-dragons -X, but then they'll die. All right, I'll play out the Stag. Don't do what they did and play your first spell on turn 6. Don't keep hands where your first play is on turn 6. What is oversized standard? Oh, they're doing oversized tournaments. So 5 wins for an oversized card. I'm looking at the events for this weekend. Ooh, can I keep this on the back of just a Dragon Sniper? I think I can, because I can cycle the Heritage Reclamation. I might be cycling this just to make sure I hit my 3rd land. I like Dragon Sniper, but I just don't need it in play yet. I'll cycle. Oof. Well, we do need that 3rd land. We have a little bit of time. And if we don't miss it for too long, Songcrafter Mage does put us back in a pretty big way. Same with Shrinekeeper. However, I need to hit that land. So I like this card a lot. It's just a good body. Like, this card is great in the mobilized decks. But in the in a normal deck, a 1/3 with reach that deals damage, like it's essentially a 2-mana 2/3 with reach. I think that's fine in this format. Assuming you hit your land drops. Hmm. I am running the full 17 lands in this deck. So I'll hit one eventually. Damn. 5 lifts. Unfortunately, they're just building value. All they've done is draw cards, which normally I would be able to punish pretty well. Not today, though. Not with only 2 lands. Get in for one. We'll play the champ. If they counter it, that's fine. I do like, these are functionally similar cards, except when they're paired against each other, I get to trample over for 3, and then I get the counter. They get to draw the card up front. If they play the 6-mana Mythic, I think I lose. Okay, great. I was scared of it. I can just Molten Exhale here. I can also attack and Molten Exhale if they block it. I think it's fine. Then I could think I'm growing my Sharpshooter, holding up Snakeskin Veil and Molten Exhale. Because I'm trying to bait a spell out of him. And this way I survive, deal 3 to everything, and a lot of the 3 damage spells in general. I will Snakeskin Veil that. Because it also puts this into the graveyard. Kind of surprised they didn't cast this just to pick up their Rolling Dragonstorm. Now I've got Trample, and I can double the power if I need to. Blue Source. I should have played the land first. They blocking? Ooh, they're double blocking. Risky. I'm going to take out the Sipsig Appraiser and then just kill the Stormbrood. They are just throwing away all of these ridiculous uncommons that I couldn't find any copies of. We're hanging in there. Like, we were stuck on 2 lands for 6 turns, and we're pretty close to parity. Just playing with my cards more carefully. What is with this? The cards are so good. I want good cards. Nomad Outpost. I really want this down this turn. I should have played the Dragonstorm first, but it's fine. Because then I can Shrinekeeper next turn and pick this up. Am I pitching the Songcrafter Mage? No, I'm going to pitch the Dragonclaw Strike. Because then next turn I get to play the island and the Shrinekeeper with white, blue, red 2, and hold up the Chilling Screech if they play a counterspell. Or a cheap removal spell. Or even just recast the Dragonstorm. Is that right? Bivouac Forest up? Cool. What you got for me? Ooh, neat. We're going to counter that. The value is here. I can Tygom and Rolling Dragonstorm. Rude. All right. I don't think I care about the rest of that. Could take out the Dragonstorm or the Wintermite Stories. So I can Tygom for blue 2, And then 1, 2, 3 for the Songcrafter Mage, but I'm out of blue mana. So I can Heritage Reclamation or Molten Exhale. Creature or land. So they're probably just picking up their Stormbrood. I would like to recast the Songcrafter Mage. Like that, yeah. Trigger Tygom, suspend a Songcrafter. I can take out Awaken the Honored Dead, so that they can't get a card back. I can take out Roiling Dragonstorm. I think I'd rather just exile the Winternight Stories. Oh, it is harmonized. That's why it's so cheap. But I can't harmonize it, and I guess I'm not blocking with Tygom. Okay. It's possible I draw a card that I want. Like countering the third spell? Ooh. Wait, what? They targeted their own spell so I wouldn't draw a card. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want to cast Rolling Dragonstorm and then... Oh, wait. I miscounted. I want to cast Rolling Dragonstorm and then play the Regent. Then I'll get a free Regent. My Songcrafter Mage is suspended. This is worth knowing about. This lets some explosive things happen. So they milled 3 cards and they hit a Sage of the Fang, but they also had their Right of Renewal, and I think they want that. I think they're trying to mill themselves out so they can shuffle things in again. Ooh, they're coming in. They're making it happen. They really want to renew here, so I'm going to take it. We will be blocking it in a bit. All right, Dragonstorm first. I'll pitch the land. If they have a counterspell, they have a counterspell. Dragonstorm, Dragon, Tygom is a pretty nice little sequence. I'm gonna get in with my Songcrafter Mage. It's not the best blocker, but they don't have anything here that they want to trade with it. They get to pick something up. They can pick up Honeyback or Stormbrood. I'd do it with Stormbrood if I were them. Yep. So I'm a little worried about Sage of the Fang with Attuned Hunter. I'm going to try and hit it with a Piercing Exhale. I did not think of this. All right, 15/15 is here. I need to find a Death Touch creature right now. They should attack with everything. I hope they don't notice that. I completely missed the Stormbrood doubling. So I can only prevent 7 damage here of 19, 20, 21, 22. So I'm exactly dead. They have exact lethal. I missed it because I forgot it gets a counter from the leaving before it doubles. I also thought this was once per turn. Good game. That was good. If I kept the forest, I would have been okay here. No, I still wouldn't have. Damn. We did pretty good considering it took us 7 turns to hit our 3rd land. Who we got there? Yeah, also card difference, but I thought we could get there. Anyway, we're 1-1 with this one. I think we can keep this. Dragon Sniper, Roiling Dragonstorm just does so much to keep us alive. Yeah, that's what I mean when I say it's a combo deck or combo format. I'll Dragonstorm now. Yeah. Nice. I can play the Tiny back next turn. Red, blue, green. I'd like to cast a Snowmelt Stag next turn. We'll pitch the Sharpshooter. Card's great on turn 2. It's just okay now. I would like to kill this before it becomes a problem. Like, the amount of ramps that card generates is absurd. And I'll play my Sniper too. Because next turn I'm playing a Stag and a tap land. Like, Stag is not the best card in this slot, but it does its job well enough. As a 5-power attacker through no blockers, and it does close damage later. I'm willing to trade either of these with the Equilibrium Adept right now. They're definitely going to want to play the Devotee next turn, which means they're probably not going to crack this Monument. They also can't crack this Monument. I like the Stag noise. It makes elk sounds. Ooh, it's that thing I said would happen. Although they didn't make it bigger first. Okay, just take an 8 here. I am, because I block this the rest of the time. Yeah, I'll take 8. Damn. I would like to kill this, but I really need a non-land card. Why do I try to have non-land cards? Yeah. My mana, like I even pitched some lands, my mana is not cooperating with me today. 4 lands in a row though? Come on. It's the first day of drafts. Yeah. 5 lands in a row? Whatever. I'll 5 you. I've had 7 online cards this game. I discarded 1 to the Tawny back. I'm okay with this trade. I can't do both. I'll hold the last land. This means I'm pretty likely to be able to play a dragon and recast a Dragon Storm if I hit a dragon. Damn. So close. I think if I were them, I'd be swinging out here. I'll block. Well, I can't just take this 5, 4, 7, 8, 9. Puts me to 4. So I block here, I'll die. If we had just hit one creature or spell instead of 5 lands in a row, we'd be okay. But, you know, that's not how it goes. Good game. Oof. I mean, I did eventually hit a Dragonclaw Strike after the 5th land, but let's try that again. Let me see if I can change anything. Like, if I can't have both lands and spells, I'm just going to run the Sibicic Appraiser. Dig a little harder. 17 lands might be too many, or 17 mana sources might be too many. I could go down to 16 lands, no fixing, or do 15 lands with the Sultai Monument. Like, I think any creature removal spell would have gotten me there in those 5 cards. Because I could cast any spell in the deck. We can keep this. We just need a 3rd land, but like... So I've either failed to draw the 3rd land within 6 turns, or drawn 5 lands in a row in all 3 games. So maybe mana just like... I mean, I first picked lands. I second and third picked lands here. This is a weird start, but I kind of like it. Double Sharpshooter, Snakeskin Veil, Piercing Exhales. It's pretty cool. That's good. Well, hold up the Snakeskin Veil. We can leave these back. So I could attack here to bluff an attack, but if they try and use a removal spell and I use a Snakeskin Veil, we're gonna try and pull a spell out of them. Because if it's a Caustic Exhale, it's great for me. If it's +1/+1, if it's Death Touch and a spell, it's bad. No. I'll block with 1. Okay. You got 3 tokens. That's a huge problem. I can Tygom Piercing Exhale without beholding a dragon. Shoot you for 2. Problem is that everything flies and they never have to block because everything's going to get lifelink soon. So worth killing one of these now to get it back or waiting for the counters. We're going to pass. Then I can hold up Snakeskin Veil, try and get Tygom a little bit bigger. Yeah, all of you fly. I can't race this unless I double exhale their targets. But it's not targets, it's just everything, huh? I needed... I mean, I kept a 2-lander. 3, 4, 5, 6. I drew non-land cards this game. I can't be too complainy. And block here and here. Everything else flies, so Taigam can't block. So good. This card's like pretty reasonable most of the time, but turn 4 is just backbreaking. Taking 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The hope is that they cast a spell and I get a double spell this turn, and I have to grind them back out with value. Ow. If I can kill this, I can block everything. I'm in pretty good shape. Oh, God. Did I play all my spells? I can double Piercing Exile here. I think that's what I have to do. Wow, that feels pretty weird. But that's where we're at. Because then I can block a bit, crack the Maelstrom, and then get my dragon that gains life and blocks their team. I'm blocking here and here, taking 4 going to 2, or double blocking potentially. Alright, if I play the island, crack the Maelstrom, get my gain life dragon. Taking 4, then I get to gain some life on the crackback. If they have a removal spell, I don't think I win anyway. Let me check. It looks like it should be working. Wow. And Sep, let's go get a dragon. Keeps me alive at least. No attacks. It looks like it should be working, Ranger. Let me have a check for updates, though. Ooh, are we stable? Put it on the Teamer Devotee and then the Tawny back. Taigam, like, the thing about Taigam is you do get to win the game if your spells start coming off of suspend. No attacks yet, but I can start attacking next turn. Is untap working for anybody else? If it's not, I will fix it after this game. So the other cool thing about Taigam is this is spell number 1 for the turn. I will go here to here. Behold a dragon. I don't need kind of with the Molten Exhale. And then I can Molten Exhale here, or just cast. I think I'd rather just have the stag because I get 2 stags. I need to keep doubling my creatures. And with just the Regent, keep back an emergency reach creature. Whew. we will fix. Let me restart Untapped, and then worst case, I need to restart Arena as well. Oh, maybe I need a new key. Oof. Ow, my dragon. So they get to flash this back. I don't want to just let this die yet. I have 2 turns to draw 1 spell to get the benefit of Taigon from either of these. Ping, shoot the veteran, and then use Taigon's Flurry. This is a tough game. I mean, it's not over. Suspend! God, I love Suspend. Really great mechanic. I'm going to hold this. I can't behold a dragon. They really want to just start trading some creatures off. There we go. All right, I can swing. They'll just block. I'm going to have to get through the Furious Forebear anyway, and they really want the counters. I'll offer to trade the Tawny back. Say good night. I do want to deal with this. They can't really attack through the champion, though. We're going to pass, because then next turn I get to play the Tawny back, and then I'll get to rebound the spell with Taigam, even if I draw a land. Suspend! Untapped is working for you? Thank you. Sometimes it's just a matter of recasting. Tawny back is here. Ooh. I can pick up the Piercing Exhale with a Songcrafter Mage. And then I'll also get to reuse the Songcrafter Mage. If I get in with my 4/3, 4 crowd creatures, they'll have to block. And but then if this has 2 damage on it, and I can take out 2 of the counters, if I can just take out the reach counter, it'll die. I could cheat 4 damage through and also ping them for 1 with our sharpshooter. This one just dies on its own after this dies. So I don't have to do that anymore. Because they lose the reach counter. So instead of double spelling with Songcrafter, I can just cast Sibsig Appraiser. And then I can also renew. Four turns after the first spell with Taigam, you'll probably win. Oh, hey, Hatter. Good to see ya. We're pretty far away from casting the Shrine Keeper. I'm going to put the counter here. I could have also taken the land just to try and get this unblockable. But when something comes off of Suspend, it has haste. Ooh, okay. This is cool. I only just thought of this. So, first of all, we got there. That was a tough game. Lots of fun, though. If I were to put Suspend on the stack, because you don't cast it until Suspend resolves, I can cast a spell first, then cast a spell off Suspend, and it will resuspend the suspended card with Tygom. So, Instance lets you. So it doesn't matter here, but like if I needed to make sure I had enough removal spells, I could use an instant to make sure that I recast this removal spell. Ooh, that was a tough game. Let's go again. Oh, good. All right, is Untapped working for everybody now? Yeah. I mean, I get it because it's like, it feels like it should be there. I don't think I can keep this. Ooh, turn 2 Devotee, turn 3 Tawny back is pretty good. Dragonclaw Strike is a pretty late game card, so I'm going to put it back. Yeah, I think I just want the biggest creature possible because then I can double block relatively safely. At 5 mana, I'm going to play Tygom and the Appraiser. Red. Honey back. Hey, Xena. I have not been paying any attention to Standard. I'm sorry. Ooh, I need a land. I want to try and keep Tygom alive. I'm going to pitch the Snakeskin Veil. I really want to go Tygom into Sibsig Appraiser and then Shrinekeeper. Or just Shrinekeeper first. Nice. Green black counters. I guess I can Sibsig Appraiser first. Yeah, as much as I want to be able to fire that Battle Crier. I want the Battle Crier. I want a double Battle Cry. Forest representing Snakeskin Veil. I could attack here, but I kind of just want the blocks. I want to pull a bunch of value out of this Tygom. Uh-oh. So this card is terrifying. It's a lot of damage up front, but then it also turns off all of my blocks this game. I'm going to put down the Shrinekeeper. Oh no! They have the removals. They have the bite. Unfortunate. So, okay, we get to Tygom Battlecry next turn. I probably should have done that first anyway. Then I get 2 Battlecry regardless. I'm so scared of this card, though. This card kills me later. Neato. I'll play the Bivouac. I'm really looking for one more spell to trigger the Stormbrood. Say the word may end. There's still plenty to discover. It's like they can decay everything here and hit me for 6. No, I can't attack much. Decaying the Devotee means it's a dead card. All it is a mana rock. Well, mana filter. I really just don't want them drawing the card here. Now we just gotta last. Ooh, great draw. We're trying to double spell every turn for the rest of the game. This is like not the best dragon, but it's flexible. And it has type dragon. Xena, I don't know what I want to do for standard yet. I haven't had any time to like dig through it and see what looks good. Nice. Great draw. Triggers here, and it means that I'm likely to be able to double spell if it resolves. Aww. Oh god. This is scary. This is one of the best cards in the set. I think the stag is just a lot better than the sharpshooter for me here. Yeah. This to me is a cool mythic, if a bit strong. Or Taigam. Taigam is a cool, strong mythic. But yes, Ugin is a 10, unfortunately. There's nothing you will ever pick over it. It's just strong enough that even if you're an aggro deck, you're fine being a less aggressive aggro deck now. All right, I can crack this, but I can't cast anything in the same turn, so I'll probably just pass and do it on their end step. 4 to crack it. 5 for my thing. I'm trying to decide if I want to play the land or not. I think I do. Just hit him for 7. No, I think I want the dragon in more. Stupid Earth Carver. Alright. That's fine. Snowmelt Stag has lethal in 3 turns, and their attacks are not good. I'm so scared of that Meringue River Dragon, though. It comes down next turn, they just hit their second blue source. Alright, so this takes out all but 1 blocker. This deck didn't have enough dragons. That's great, though. I love that that's a thing. I'm going to take the 5. I think I'm dead. Oh, wait. I completely forgot I had these creatures suspended. And they're the real deal. I can crack this to go get a dragon, but I don't have a dragon I can cast if I do. I can hit them for 5. Then they have to bounce the stag here. They get to bounce my tokens. All right. I think I'm dead no matter what. Because the dragon bounces here and here, and I have 2 blockers left. Block here, here, 5, 6, 7, 8. Double block, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. I needed a non-land card here, or to have used the Maelstrom last turn. So close. So close. They might not know it, so I'm not going to say good game yet. If they swing out, I die. Because 2 of my creatures are decayed. Like, this was fine on its own, and this was fine on its own. Together, it's lethal. 100%. Yeah. Block 7, take 8. If I had played this land, we would have won. That's not true. We would have had a good game. And a shot at winning, because we would have been able to dig 3 cards deep for a move for the Prowler. All right, let's draft again. It's an okay start. We overcame some ridiculous mana issues in both of our wins. That last one we didn't have mana issues. That was a good game. I want to draft again, though. Again. After this, I'll probably do a sealed. Oh. This is a tough pick. They do, and I don't hate that. I want the practice anyway. I'm trying to practice this weekend. Literally how that happened to me. I don't know what Shiko does, but Teeming Dragonstorm, Dragonback Assault, Elspeth happened to me. Oh wait, no, it was the red Dragonstorm, and it turned over the deal 3 to everything. This card is so good. I just hate passing it. Ooh, that's awful. The rings are a problem in this set. Like, I evaluated this set, all the commons and uncommons together, and I said if the rares are good and balanced and interesting, like the OTJ, then this is going to be the best set ever. And they're not, but it's still a good set. Ooh, you should take this in real life, not necessarily here. I do kind of want it. I don't like taking removal so high. Verdant just for the Abzan mana is nice. Yeah, but there's so many broken mythics. I thought it was an outlier. Like I thought I was so upset when I first drafted because I got just 4 players in a row played cards. I said, what it does, why, how does this? Could be Abzan from here. In which case, Verdant or Hollow. And I could be Mardu from here, but there's no red cards I want. I could take the Stormplane Detainment. I'm going to take the Verdant. Like, untapped fixing is so good. Abzan Monument. Or Piercing Exhale. Land is good too. I think I want the Abzan Monument. I'd love to table this Trade Route Envoy. I need to be taking these cards higher because I didn't have any in the last one, and I really felt it when I had all the lands ever. I'd love to table a Trade Route Envoy, a Piercing Exhale, a Blossoming Sands, or a Verdant Catacombs. I do really like the Envoy, but I think that these 2-for-1 creatures are just easier to replace than these 2-for-1 fixing spells. Like, these are functionally very similar. Right? This one draws me a card and makes a 5-4 or a 4-4 on average. This one draws me a card and makes a 4-3 on average. But this one starts earlier. That's really the only reason I'm here. But also, I might still be a red-white deck. Bivouac. Devotee I don't hate. And I love Desperate Measures, but I'm going to just go ahead and take the Bivouac. Red-white. So that's Teamer mana. This is just not a... There's nothing I'm giving up that makes me upset to speculate on my mana here. Whale of War is a card that I love. I don't think it's better than Salt Road Pack Beast. So there's like... Every color has something comparable to this, right? A cheap cantrip creature. I think Salt Road Pack Beast is the best one. I also don't think it's that close. I think Salt Road Pack Beast is better than all of the others. Otherwise, Pummeler's nice. Like, currently I'm prepared to be a black-white deck with a little bit of green or Splash the Siege. But I think that this is one of the better combos in the whole set. Otherwise, I'd probably take Whale of War. I've been loving the Whale of War. Yeah, Ranger, it is. I'll take another one. It's close. Inspired Vanguard is so powerful. Ooh, what a pack. Corroding Dragonstorm is just really good because Surveil is really good in this format. I do love the Vanguard. I think the pack piece is just stronger. Trade Route Envoy versus Skirmish Rhino. Like, normally, I do think that Trade Route Envoy is better on its own. Like, in a vacuum, this is a stronger card. But, like, cutting off Abzan here... Cutting off Abzan and then being able to curve into this reliably is great. I'm going to take the Skirmish Rhino. I don't think that this card is like good outside of Abzan. I don't think it's worth going into Abzan for, but I'm currently Abzan. I could splash this with the Bivouac. I think I want the first Devo team more. I could also speculate on going into Mardu, because I would still go into Mardu from here, because all I'm losing is Skirmish Rhino. I'll still play the Abzan Monument. The land is pretty good. I'll take the Devotee, though. I like the first copy of this card a lot. Snakeskin Veil versus Evolving Wilds. We're taking the Evolving Wilds. This card's very good in this format. Don't sleep on it. Don't let your... Like, pick 9 is a little absurd. It's very strong. Fixing here. So this is my only loss if I go to Mardu, right? I'll still play the Verdant, even if it only gets me a swamp. I'll still play the Evolving Wilds. I might play the... I'll still play... I'm probably not playing the Bivouac. So I lose 2 picks if I go into Mardu. Crocodile Twin Bolt is for Mardu. Wayfarer is for Abzan. We're going to take the Wayfarer. I do like Ranger's Routine. Ranger's Routine is great with Salt Road Pack Beast specifically. Like routine, in Teamer, you're a little more likely to mill or cast the Ranger's Routine, and then Abzan, you're looking to actively mill it with cards like Anok Wayfarer. I like this card. I don't think it's free. Like, in other sets, this is free. You always play every copy. In this set, you kind of have to work for it a bit. Like, I will often just want this to be a 2/2 with a counter. I think they did a great job designing the sieges. We just tabled this Trade Route Envoy, but I don't have any removal yet, and that makes me so nervous. We're going to take the Exhale over the Envoy. No, we're in Abzan. We'll find removal. I kind of want to see if just taking all of the cantrip creatures works also. I'll pass the blue card. I don't think this card is bad. It's just a little hard to fit in. Ooh. Otherwise, Forebear is great. Breaker is great. Familiar is really good. We just don't want to be... I mean, I'd almost splash it. I think Hardened Tactician is good enough that I don't need to splash it, but I would take it otherwise. I would like Formation Breaker next. Like just look at this pack for a sec, because Trade Route Envoy, Segu Pummeler, functionally similar cards. Like, drawing a card's a little bit better, but one of these draws you a card, one of these flashes back for a card later. But this effect, just being a 3/3 that's hard to block, Both of these are that. It's a slightly rarer effect. But we're taking the Tactician because the card's busted. Card's absurd. Even without a ton of tokens. I would like some mobilized to go with it. I'm going to be looking for good white mobilized creatures here. Who pinged me? Ooh, Vanguard is great here. What else have we got? Alicia's Legacy, Desperate Measures, both cards I'd play pretty happily. I'd almost splash a Reigning Victor. Like, it's pretty average here, but I could use some average mobilized creatures. I really need removal. So my creatures look great here. I need removal and creatures that are worth multiple cards. Like bodies, sorry. All right, how's my mana looking? I'm more green-white than black-white. Chopping block over here. I could use interaction. My card advantage is great, though. Lots of card advantage creatures. Some efficient bodies. Could use some 2-drops and removal. I like your greed pile comment. Relic is a card I love, but I think the Alchemist Assistant is just too strong here. I need the Lifelinker and I need the counter for a Trade Route Envoy. Otherwise, Relic, Backwater, like I would take worthy cost otherwise. But yeah, this is a strong 2-drop. And it looks like white is going to end up as our splash color. We're going to be green-black with a little bit of white. That means we can also be green-black with a little bit of blue. I'd rather double splash. I think this is the only untapped fixing land in the set. Like the fetches are the only untapped fixing lands. Did you see someone had like a poorly collated box and they had a special guest card in all 36 packs? Ooh, so Sultai is open. I could double splash blue and white. Or I could go heavier into white and take the Bearer of Glory. I don't have a lot of tokens for the Skyrider. I'm going to speculate on this Awaken the Honored Dead. I don't want to have to play it, but right now I have one removal spell that's kind of bad. So I'm playing this in case, I would like to get more removal. Like, if we're going to be, this is the difference. We could be, you play this in a Sultai deck every time, but I'm going to be green-black with a little bit of blue and a little bit of white. Then I get to play Awaken the Honored Dead as well. I could take the Dragonback Lancer, because it makes tokens. I like Undergrowth Leopard 2. I think I want the land. I don't think this card is very good. Like, it's a 3-mana 3/3 Death Touch. That's fine. I could take Fixing. I think I want this Earth Carver. It's a cheap creature that gains a counter, and it's an alternative sack outlet. Like, I know this looks like a 4-color deck, but we're a 2-color deck double splashing. Splashing green and splashing black. Ooh. Actually difficult pick. Kintree Nurturer or Champion of Dusan? I think I want the champ more. No, I want to be making multiple bodies because I have 2 Pack Beasts and a Hardened Tactician. I think generally the champion is stronger. Frag, no. Reclamation or routine. So I don't want to play this routine unless I get more Pack Beasts, but I think I can get more Pack Beasts. Like, I'd like better removal than this, or better fixing than this, but yeah, there's second Envoy. We'll take the Desperate Measures. It might not make the cut. We'll see. Ooh, Backwater or Wayfarer. We're gonna take the Wayfarer, but it's pretty close. Could use more Renew, more Harmonize. Take the Bearer of Glory. So if I find enough removal that I get to cut Awaken the Undead, then I get to run Bearer of Glory. Watcher probably doesn't make it. Ooh, Sarkhan. Well, I want Relic, Whale of War, and Kinguard. Kind of bad, all three. But I just need Caustic Exhale. Good thing. Fina, it's a fun set to draft. You do kind of like try and take rares, try and make them work. So this is something that actually you should know for Saturday, Fina. Like this looks like a 4-color deck. What we're going for is a 2-color deck, and then we're not like you can be an Abzan deck. Ooh, Sirach versus Road Watcher is a real tough one. There's a Botanist too. I'm gonna take Sirach. It's pretty close, but I am just a little more likely to table Yathen than Sirach because this is an Abzan card. You have to be Abzan to play this. And Sirach is pretty much always going to be a 2-for-1. And it's just really efficient as a beater. Like we are just curving out here. This is a solid mid-range deck. So this is kind of the chopping block over here. If I get enough removal, I won't bother with Awaken the Undead. Dragon's Prey versus Blossoming Sands. Got that. I've only got Caustic Exhale, Sarkhan's Resolve right now. I need the removal spell, but I'm not happy about it. I want some mobilized creatures, but we haven't seen a single... I mean, there's a Dragonback Lancer, but I don't think that one's good enough. Initiate might be good enough here. I think I just want the removal spell, though. Right. Like, and when that happens, it's a green-black deck. Snakeskin Veil versus Nurture is really close here. I'm going to take the Snakeskin Veil, but only because my 3s are great. Ooh, Vanguard. I have enough removal I could take Vanguard over the Dragon's Prey and Coordinated Remover here. Correct. I'm definitely playing white. Blue is the maybe. And I have 2 lands to facilitate that. And like I only have the option of playing Awaken the Undead because I picked these up so early. I thought Sultai was available, but it doesn't seem like Sultai ended up as available. Oh, yes! This is what we are looking for. It's a mobilized creature, which is great for Salt Road Pack Beast and great with Hardened Tactician. Otherwise, Earth Carver and Exhale are both on the table. I don't think we have to run blue, which means we get to play this Bearer of Glory if we want to. We kind of have to curve out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 non-creature spells. Would like a few dragons. I might still splash it. We're still pretty in. Yes, Thursday we'll study. Okay, Fina? This is a good deck for aggressive negotiations because I want to have a counter on something. But I think Hardened Tactician is just still better, even with not a lot of mobilized things. I could use more 2s. Scoured Barrets. Ooh, or Worthy Cost. Alright, Caustic Exhale. Sarkhan's Resolve. I need the removal spell. It's not ideal. I don't want to need this removal spell. I can use 16 lands with these 2 and all my cantrips. So 16, 17, 18. 24 is what I need to show here. I like Sarkhan's Resolve in this deck. Desperate Measures. I don't have enough mobilized cards. This might have been a mistake. I don't know if I need both Tacticians. I can cut the Bearer. Hey, Lion. I'm having fun. So this I think is a good example of like, so we first picked the Baron Step Siege and we got a late Sirach, but rare wise is a pretty reasonable deck. So 27, 26, 25. I need to make one more cut. Might be the Roamer's Routine, especially if I can get a land. I like Roamer's Routine with Salt Road Pack Beast, but you need a certain number. You need a critical mass of 4 power creatures that you don't mind, like of cheap 4 power creatures. So like I'm at 3 right now. Damn, Kingarder Whale. I've been really happy with the Whale of War. I think that card is this just overperformed so well. But I really want a creature that is either 2 bodies, so I can eat the creature, or gives me a counter for my Trade Route Envoy. None. I like Heritage Reclamation, but that's not for this deck. I do have this Frontier Bivouac and Dismal Backwater. I don't think I'm playing anything, though. I'm having fun, Lion. This is only the second draft I've done. Surprisingly few Endure and Mobilize creatures. I thought they'd go a lot later, honestly. Skirmish Rhino is my worst card here, which is really funny to me. So, like, if I had a Mardu Monument or the Mardu Triland, I could play this card. But I don't. So I'm not going to bother with it. Rares, Mythics, Meringue River Prowler. Mana, so I think that I've revised, I think the monuments are more important to pick over the lands. Dang, no lands though. I mean, we got Verdant. Yes. Well, the rares are mostly okay. The mythics. Oh, the mythics. Not every mythic. Most mythics are so much better than any other thing or 2 things or 3 things you can do in that color combination. And then are also not solvable. Like there's an 8 mana 8/8 that deals damage with protection for 8 mana 8/8 dragon with flying, pro white, pro black, deals damage equal to the number of lands you control divided as you choose. There's a 6 mana 7/8 that bounces 2 creatures or permanents when it comes into play, and the front half is 4 mana, draw 3 cards. There's a 6 mana deal 3 damage to everything. Landfall, make a 4/4 dragon. It's really bad. There's a 5 mana 4/7 untap all creatures you control, draw a card every turn, and if you have 40 or more toughness on your board, your opponent loses half their life. On the 5 mana 5/7 flyer. Yeah, the rares are mostly okay. Like I'd say that this is up there for power, but it is solvable. Like this is what a lot of the rares look like. Sirach's like this is cool. I like Sirach. It's a 3 mana 4/3 trample that tends to draw 2 cards. Certainly fantastic, very good, but like it doesn't end the game when you put it down. I think I need to decide if I want to be heavier tokens or not. Let's do our removal first. Dragon Spray. So you might notice here, I just want to highlight this. I did not take any removal spells in pack 1. At the end of pack 1, I had 0 removal spells. Now here at the end of pack 3, I have 4 removal spells. That is good enough in this format. Roamer's Routine is better if I am milling a lot. I've only got the 2 Wayfarers, so I think I'm cutting that. I can cut 1 land. I will come back and revise that. With 2 Wayfarers and a Monument, I'm comfortable cutting a land. All right, Earth Carver. Doesn't have a lot to eat. Does have a counter, but I ended up with enough counter things. I want extra bodies more. Rhino, Tactician, Sirach. I don't know if Rhino is good enough here. Tactician. How many tokens did I end up on? 1. So 2 Nurturers, Kinguard, and Immobilize. Wow, I think I'm cutting a Tactician. Keeping a Rhino. Feels bad. All right, let's fix our mana. 3 planes. So 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5. I think that's right. Let's run it. So the last match, Lion, we drew 6 lands in a row once, and then we had a really good game even after we took 7 turns to draw our 3rd land. That was fun. I could have won that one too. So we, if I had predicted their play. I want to do a sealed pool on a timer today. So I want everyone to see that if you're going to play next week. A little weak, but keepable. People caught on how good the pack beasts are. I don't hate these early devotee hands. Turn 2 devotee, turn 3 Kinguard. Not the best, but it'll do. Ooh. So this is why the Kinguard is so strong. Like, this on its own is solid. 2 mana for 2 bodies, solid. 2 mana for a 2/3, solid. But the flexibility of being able to play a Trade Route Envoy on turn 4 by putting the counter here is great. I really like it. Nice. All right, well, we're still going to do the counter here. Rather than because I want to draw the card off my Envoy first, then Vanguard can make a 2/2, and then we play out the Pack Beast. I probably shouldn't have attacked because of the Pack Beast. I decided my game plan and then didn't adjust with new information. Rude. I could just pick this up. That way I get to play the Vanguard out next turn. I really want the Vanguard down next turn. We're on 2 copies of each of these 3 cards in this deck. In response. Plains. Pick up the devotee. Nice. There's a land I won't draw. This card's so cool. Really fun design, interesting gameplay. I might attack as a 5/4 just to get the Envoy to draw me a card. Although I could attack as a 3/2, make it 2/2, cast the devotee, draw a card. Chances are if they have a kill spell, they're going to kill this. If I'm lucky, they just flash back the Ranger. Stop it! They just drew that. I can devotee, then Pack Beast, then attack. This is just a battle of 2-for-1s. 2-for-1, 2-for-1, 2-for-1 has taken out. 2-for-1. This was only 1-for-1 because I didn't make the body with it. They did it again. I think sequence-wise, I want devotee, Pack Beast, then attack because they're probably going to just block here. No, I'd rather play out the Hardened Tactician and eat it. I wanted to draw a card off this Envoy. This is one of the better cards in the set. It's very strong. Better combos in the set. I'm so scared that they're just going to cast. Okay, that's okay. Could make a 3-3. Don't really need to make a 3-3. I'm just gonna play out the Tactician and block, draw a card. Make a 4-4 next turn. They probably just harmonize to make another 5-5 though. They might play both. There's a pretty big crackback if they do. For 8 lands deep, 9, 10 lands deep. So I'm down. I've only got 6 lands left in my next 23. I can Sirach, crack the monument. Hey, back again. I am. I'm flooding bad all the time. But that's not new. I don't have any attacks, so pass the turn. The monument helps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got 6 lands left in my next 22 cards. Every card I draw puts me in a better spot. Good game. Damn. My opponent's 5-color dragon deck had the sweeper. I need them to not have it once. How? How? All right. That's fine. It's fine. All right. 5 lands left in my next 20 cards. We can do this. We'll pass. We'll block. We'll pick it up. We'll cast it. We'll Caustic Exhale on the next turn. But, like, we just don't win this. They have half our lands drawn, even though they're searching up lands. And they just got a 9 for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm sorry, a 5 for 1. Hey, I need to run even fewer lands. I'm on 16 lands with 3 ways to search. Why? What? All right, it's fine. It's okay. We have 4 lands left in our next 19 cards. We'll be fine. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 lands deep. All right. I guess I can go down to 15 lands. I'm taking 10, going to 2, killing 1 of these. Like, so I could have played out the Envoy to trade with a 5-5, but I still think that I need to recoup the value of the sweeper that wiped the board. I mean, I did draw 1 non-land card. I picked 2 lands out of the deck. I drew 6 lands, and then a non-land. This is the 4th time today, though. It's okay. We gotta get all the bad luck out of the way now. Go to damage. Was not playing around their sweeper though. Not dead yet, but it's not looking good. They just passed with 5 cards in hand and 7 mana. This feels very improbable. Well, 18 cards left in the deck. 2 of them are lands. We can survive on a creature, but it doesn't matter. We didn't hit the creature. Let's go to another game. I feel so insane. I feel like I'm a crazy person. All right, let's try that again. We have lost. Sometimes you just draw 7 lands in a row, 4 games in a row. All right. 0-1. Let's try again. Hang on. Let me see if I can cut any lands. Hearing Desperate Measures or Cruel Truths. Cruel Truth isn't the best form of card advantage, but it's still card advantage. I cut a land for a Roamer's Routine. It slows me down quite a lot. But like that's even fewer lands I have to run. All right, 15 lands. We're down to 15 lands. Let's go. I'm not telling tales. I need a green source. I mean, I still need a green source, but at least I get to play a fair game for a while, and I have my Siege. Plus, this curve of Nightblade Reaper into Baron Step Siege is very strong. Or Brigade into Baron Step Siege. Maybe I can rework things so that I need even less white. Like, I am primarily black-green. I'm mostly black-green with a little bit of white. All right, Surveil. I mean, it's a green source. I would have really liked a 4th land. If I draw this, I have no plays at all next turn. I can Worthy Cost, and that's it. Then if they have a removal spell die, I think I just need to count them to not having their removal spell. Sorry. Apparently the rage drove a lot of people away. I'll do my best not to rage. Damn it, that's what I was afraid of. That's probably game. Can't really do this and take just the turn off in this format. It's okay. It was a risk I knew was coming. I can Worthy Cost here, and I think I have to. I'm gonna take 6. And I can Spirited Vanguard. It makes a 3/2 and a 2/2. Block. Star Road Pack Beast. Baron Step Siege. If they have a counter spell, I'll die. That's good. No counter spell. They need 2 removal spells to kill me. Never mind. I can skirmish Rhino, but I can't hold anything up. I should have milled. Well, I could have milled the Evolving Wilds, but I wouldn't have had a green source. After that, I can play a blocker. I'm just gonna play the skirmish Rhino. Block here, hope they don't have another removal spell to kill me. Hey, Bouncy. How's it going? Sorry, I'm losing a lot. I'm really struggling every game today. I can block here, take 5. I think I gotta. I could have played the Tactician and grown. It's a great set. My mana has been cruel to me. It's not up yet. I can Anarch Pummeler or play out a 5/4, but I just don't have it. Oh, 3/3 lifelinker. I'll take gain 4. All right, good game. Damn. I guess I could have gone down to 5. I probably should have. Whew. I mean, it's a great set in theory. I'm really struggling with my mana in every game. 6, 7, 8 green sources is probably where I should have been before. 5, 6, 7 black sources, 3 white sources. Devotees, Wayfarer's Fix. All right, well, let's try it again. Oh my god, I keep drawing 14 lands out of 15 lands, and it's very demoralizing. Vicious cycle. All right, one more game. I can keep this. Alchemist Assistant into Sirach is really solid. I need one more land, but I haven't had any issues drawing lands today. That's not true. All right, I do consider this one of the worst cards in the whole set. So let's see if we can beat it. I'm getting for 2. Neat. This is a great card. It's essentially homeless, and every single card, every dragon, and there is not one creature in the set that it attacks through. In a set with a lot of flyers and dragons, it doesn't attack through any of them. And this is also just not a format where aggro does the thing very well. I can Caustic Exhale here, and I'll still hold up the Snakeskin Veil. Or I could just Sarkhan's Resolve, hold up the Snakeskin Veil. Kind of like the idea of the Exhale because it pushes through more damage. Get a trample over for 3. Sirach's a really cool card in this set. Resolve the trigger, and then Snakeskin Veil. They still get their trade route envoy back. We have a 5-4 trample. All right. Hey, first win. All right. We lost 5 in a row, and we're turning it around now. We broke the losing streak. Here we go. I raised my shipping price by a whole $1 because there were just too many orders. Too many people bought cards, and I'm not gonna have time to get them out this weekend. So if you are looking to buy stuff from me, wait until I'm lowering it again over the weekend on Saturday. This is a solid hand. Assistant into Wayfarer is a nice start. Tactician is just really good. So I'm still running this Tactician even though I don't make very many tokens. Thank you, Bullet Devil. I only managed one. This is kind of all the lands I want to draw. These are still good as just untapped fixing in this format. All right, we're turning around. We have broken our losing streak. That's all we needed was one game where we drew the appropriate number of lands. I'd rather trade a Wayfarer than an Assistant with a Devotee. If they hadn't played the Devotee, I would have played the Assistant. Hey, and we hit a Plains. Beautiful. This card has been an overperformer. It plays better than I expected. It's just like Temur just doesn't have any trouble casting on turn 3 compared to some of the other color pairs. I think I want to fill the board here. I just want to flood it out. Yes. I really don't like at 3 mana, it feels like it trades up, and at 4 mana, it always feels like it trades down. But the loot is valuable. I think I'm ignoring the Tawny back for a turn. I'll hold back the Wayfarer to block the Devotee, take the 4, and then either Pack Beast or Double Spell. I have a lot of 2-for-1 creatures in my hand. I just need time to get them all down. Useful. Could attack. Or I could just play out a 4-3 to trade. Try and use that value. I think what I want to do is put down the Alchemist Assistant. Double block here. And then if they play a spell, I get to Caustic Exhale. Hey, Merc. So Pack Beast is the 6 cost. Oh, yes. It's each creature I control. So it starts at 6. I'm going to attack with the Tactician. And just exhale if I can. And I think that there's a chance that they just take it. I'm okay with this trade just because I don't have more tokens to eat for a while. We're going to double block, take the 5. I mean, there's a lot of similar cards. Like, this is a cycle of value creatures. Double block, and hope they play a spell. They go to damage, it's annoying, but we'll be okay. We can take some damage. We're just going to exile here now. Before it becomes my turn, that goes back to 2-5. Ooh, yeah. Everyone's ashamed. So if I had more creatures in play, I would, or if I didn't have this Baron Step Siege coming, I would grow this first. Our ideas have no water, but we use them like a dam. Oh, and we carried it all so well. Hey, Sirach. So this does defeat the other side of this card. I think I just want to Wayfare first and see what I hit. Oh, nice. I'll take the land and we milled a devotee. I'm going to Baron Step Siege here. Just start growing the team. Then next turn I get to Sirach and Pack Beast. And then I get to Lifelink, start growing. Nice. Could play both of these instead, start attacking. Taking 3 in the air, I have to be a little bit wary. Draw a card. I'm going to play out Sirach instead of the Pack Beast because I can play that for 1 mana next turn. Get in with the Vanguard to make a 2/2. They can block. Kind of surprised they didn't block here. We're going to hit them really hard next turn. Ah, they needed the card. Didn't read the invite. We just danced it all away. All our favorites were playing so we could shake, 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 shake. Tiny curtains opened and we heard the tiny clap of little hands, and tiny man would tell a little joke and get a tiny laugh from. So they have another spell they really want to cast to get that bird. Hey, Grifter. I had 5 losses in a row and we just broke it. But the games have been good, even the losses. They're hitting for 5 in the air, so I need to Alchemist Assistant here next turn and gain 7. The synchronized charges are a real problem. So they got 5 in the air, 6 in the air, 7, 8 in the air. But I can gain 7, go to 11. And then we just overcome them with the siege. Oof, the lands! They hurt so bad. Grow here. All right, endure 2. I only want the 4 toughness or higher to attack, or 4 power or higher to attack. Put 2 counters on it. Yeah, so they can trade off with a bunch of creatures here, but I just need to make sure that I'm pressuring them enough that I don't die to the charge. This kills both of them. They're trying to keep all their flyers alive. Synchronized charge is a problem, but they can't do much more than synchronized charge. Swamp, re-pick up my devotee. So they have to kill me now. I have shields down, totally defenseless, massive board. Beating like a hammer. Beating like a hammer. So 4 blockers, and they can hit me for 6, for 7. They can hit me for 7 in the air without using any blockers. So they hit me for 7, put me to 4. Then they only have to keep the Wingblade Disciple alive, and they've got 4 blockers back. Ooh, they have a fresh bird. They're hitting me for 8? I think they needed this to have Vigilance so that it would have 4 power and the crackback, but it's pretty much the same thing. Oh, everything has Vigilance this turn? Uh-oh. Not just the ones they have. Creatures you control with counters on them gain Vigilance. How? All right, we're still drawing lands. Good. It's not quite game because they have to block. They have to block with everything, and they can't keep anything alive because they didn't put the counter here. If they put the counter here, I would have died. They can't let more than 1 creature through, which means they have to put 5 blockers in front of 5 creatures. and all of their creatures die. Is it back? Hello? How does it look now? If I put more pressure on the last turn, it would have been a little safer. They didn't even want to try and draw out of it. They could have drawn a burn spell. All right. All right. I need more water. Let me pull up the deck for all y'all. Be right back. The deck's solid. We have a lot of cantrips, a lot of 2-for-1 creatures, but like this is kind of where, like, this is what I would look if you had said make me an example deck for Abzan. This is what I would have made. I would have had like ideally a slightly better removal spell, but these are all good removal spells. But like Assault Road Skirmish would have been great in this deck because if I could then run the second Hardened Tactician. I'm kind of ignoring flyers, which isn't ideal, but I have a lot of lifelink and a few ways to grow. How many more growth I can bring in? I like Desperate Measures. I'm sad I'm not running the Earth Carver. And I'm sad I'm not playing the second Hardened Tactician. I just think it's good. Be right back. Water. I'm gonna pick you up and put you in the ground. All right. I'm back. Let's go again. I can keep this. Wayfarer into Monument is a great start. Hmm. think I'd rather have the assistant down because I don't need the land yet. Don't really want to trade here. I might. They're Mardu, though. They need this card. That was a good draw, too. That's cool, though. We just both played 2-1 flashback creatures. I don't really need the fourth land because I want to Abzan Monument, Anok Wayfarer. Ooh. In that case, I think I want to Abzan Monument, Worthy Cost. This is a scary card for me. It's one of the better Mardu cards. So we want to... Ooh, but I need a white source off the Abzan Monument. Ideally. Alright, that just means we don't get to hold up the Snakeskin Veil, but that's fine. I'm going to Worthy Cost here. I fear it. I fear the Dalkovin Pack Beasts. It's 4 bodies on 1 card. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I wanted the Envoy down, but I don't hate Alchemist Assistant Anok Wayfarer here. What you got for me? This card is really strong. It's been an overperformer. I think I'm okay playing this as a 5-4. Like, I'd rather have the card, but it sets me behind too much to not put down 5 power this turn, even if they're going to kill it. Okay. Dragon Beheld. I see it. I see the Feral. I can kill that with the Exhale and play the Wayfarer. Fuck, yeah. Now, do I want the land? Oh, you tapped the wrong mana. I need to tap the plains. It's fine, though. I think I'd want this to be a 2-2. And I can do this before they untap. Like, this counter lets me draw a card. So it's comparable to looting. But then I also just get to have a 2-2 to block a goblin. I get to get in for 1. That's worth it. I'm just okay with this trade. This box a goblin. This box the other goblin. It's a good card. I like the Dawnbreaker. The Hardened Tactician lets me turn the Mobilize token into a card. Uh-oh. I just need to make sure I can kill that. I can Wayfarer and Pack Beast and Snakeskin Veil. Yeah, I need bodies down. I want a lifelink and get my engine going, which is Tactician Brigade. But bodies first. There's a lifelinker. Neat. I just need to make sure Zergo doesn't get to attack for free here. Cool card. I love Zergo. Like, he's not fantastic, but I like the way it plays. If I grow here, if I put the lifelink counter on here, they can double block. I think I really need that lifelink counter though. Okay, this just got a lot worse. I need to deal with one of these creatures now. Because now Zergo's unblockable and makes 2 1/1s every turn. This is a good combo. This card gets a lot better if you have the Zergo. I can go lifelink here, Hardened Tactician holding out the Snakeskin Veil. Then at least I always get to gain 5. Oh, actually, I like that a lot. So if I attack, they just double block here, but this stops the Zergo attack. Not completely, but a lot. I can also play out the Nurturer. I'm going to play the Tactician and pass. Like, this is a weird game. I'm taking 3 to 6 this turn. Oh, God. Hell of a top deck. Is that a lethal top deck? 3 here. 6. Block. Gain 4. All right, go to blocks. Block, block. Taking 5, going to 2, gaining 4, going to 6. And I think I just need to hold the Snakeskin Veil. So I go to 6. Then both of these attack. I net 2 life. I net 0 life. I have to find an answer to the Dawnbreaker right now. So 3 in the air, 2 on the ground. Or just 3 in the air, 3 on the ground. If I don't gain any life, I will also die. Because then they just don't attack with the Zergo. If I can answer the Dawnbreaker, though, we'll be fine. Or even the Sharpshooter. Well, I was planning to draw a card. I don't have very many white cards. We'll draw this card. I'd rather draw than trade with the Devotee anyway. Ooh, excellent. Yes! That's what we were looking for. I could play out the Nurture. I'm going to wait to resolve. I just don't want to tap out. I want to kill this before they went to combat, so that's on me. I wanted them to use the underdogs before I killed the flyer, but I wanted them to use the underdogs and kill the flyer before they went to combat. But I didn't set a stop correctly. So I'm taking 1 more. It's a difference of 1 damage. I'm taking 1 more damage than I needed to. All right, 1 3 4 3 4 3 4 3. I need a bunch of blockers for the Zergo mobilizers, but I can make a bunch of blockers too. I can get in here as well. I meant to return the devotee on their end step. I just forgot. I'm tired and I'm playing like it. This is good though. We're gonna do a sealed pool with me at my worst. Hey Theo, how you doing? I think I want to draw this card kind of badly. Ooh, that's good. It doesn't matter that much here. We just need enough lifelingers to not die to Zergo. I think I just would rather have a 3-2 than a 2-1 right now. Then Zergo attacking gives me 6 life. No, I want to hold up the Snakeskin Veil more. So they ping me for 1 here. 2, 3 puts me to 6. This breaks 3 puts me to 4. Good game. Good thing, Vina. Have a good one. Yeah. Five color dragons is great, but you need like the dragons aren't free, Theo. I think five color dragons is really good. But you need like I had a really solid teamer mid-range deck. I took every dragon we saw. There were 3 dragons. That was it. That was all of the dragons. We can keep this. White's our splash color, and we can't play we don't want to play the pack piece until pretty late anyway. But assistant and nurture into brigade is a great start. Or swap these two. I think 5 color dragons is actively great because you can pick up your fixing late enough. I need the land more than the 2-drop. Brigade is a nice counter to that. I want the land. Means that I can nurture and worthy cost next turn. So far, everything seems to work. They just block here if I attack. I'll play the nurturer. I think I do want to worthy cost this. I do want to worthy cost this, but I want the pack piece down first, so no attacks. I could have put the counter on it too to make the trade route envoy. Aww. This button is just breathed needles. Like it was walking around sniffing the flowers, and then it turned and it breathed needles all over my nurturer. Like these two are buddies, clearly. I can attack. Although a roamer's routine lets me pack beast and a roamer's routine next turn, that does feel solid. Make a 4-mana 3/3 as well. I think I'm actually just jamming the Pack Beast. That's good. If I had a forest, I would very happily Roma's Routine here. Why do they have so much mana? I just want another forest. And then I'm gonna worthy cost the botanist. It gives me attacks. Ooh, that's hot. They just block the 1/1. They could trade with the Pack Beast if they wanted to. Destroy target creature, surveil 3, gain 3 life. They surveyed away 3 lands. Looks like I'm playing a Trade Route Envoy as a 5/4. Scary. Hardened Tactician kind of blocks with a Sarkhan's Resolve. I can Hardened Tactician Sarkhan's Resolve to block a 5/4 Vanguard. But then if they have a kill spell, I will lose the game. I think I just want to tap out here. I can Alchemist Assistant Tactician next turn. I can Tactician Roamer's Routine. Block the Vanguard. Feels down like I'm down cards there. Can Roamer's Routine pass? That feels dangerous. All right, Envoy down, pass the turn. Like, your combats matter so much in this format. All right. If I attack here, they might double block, and then get to draw a card off the Tactician. Black, black, white. Tactician. I'm basically trading this for a 2/2 if I attack. No attacks. I'm going to play out the Wayfarer. Try and hit a land. So I can still hold the Sarkhan's Resolve. Well, there's a land. Might be able to just outvalue them this game. We're both getting so many lands. It's tough because I know that their bombs are likely better than mine. Just because I don't like I have good cards, but I don't have the traditional bombs. No Sultai Mythics, no Rakshasa style cards. I can Inspired Vanguard Roamer's Routine. Ooh, I can Abzan Monument Roamer's Routine. I actually like that. I'm almost out of lands. All right. Next turn, I'm going to start attacking. 2, 3 lands. Especially with that. They got 3 mana up. Pull back these 3. See where they block. Well, first we eat. Trade. I think I'm pumping here just because of the cards that I get to generate with the Tactician. Like, I get to draw a whole extra card now. I could play on my own Vanguard. Or just the Alchemist Assistance and hold up the Exhale, because I don't think they have a spell. Like, we are just fighting for one card at a time. Ultimatum Sleeves? Alright, let's do a Snakeskin Veil check. Devastating. Well, I will double block. Alright. I was afraid of Caustic Exhale here, but I'm happy if I get to kill that, because I have an engine. We're going to play the Verdant, because I need to not be drawing lands anymore. Ooh, all right, no 4s. All right, 2 lands left in the deck. We're down to 2 lands left in the deck, 1 land left in the deck. With only 1 land left. Hot. I can go up to a 5/4 here next turn. End turn. I could have made this a 5/4 just to block, but then a kill spell is so dangerous. Only 1 land left in the deck. Ooh, I'll take a look. Our deck's all gas. I can't draw only lands this turn because Hardened Tactician can eat a Spirit. If I grow here, they double block here. I gain 5. If I don't grow here, they just block. Oh, that's a good draw. That means I can Snakeskin Veil here. We'll grow. Ooh. I'm okay with this. 3, 4, 5. They have just Appraiser left. And then this time we are just going to grow our Vanguard. Because we have a Snakeskin Veil. And I'll go ahead and put the counter on it as well. The lifelink counter. Snakeskin Veil left. They've been digging a lot. I have to hope they don't have a silly busted Sultai rare. I'll take a look at him, Liege. Okay. they can grow and then try to shoot this. Like, for the record, if you're on the other side of this, I don't put the counter on it on my turn if I don't have the Snakeskin Veil. So it's a good way to bluff Snakeskin Veil, but it's also a good way to read Snakeskin Veil. Wow, neither one of us did any damage to the other player that game. We just played for value. Both players played for value. Very silly. I had to get through every single land in the deck, but we did it. It worked out great. Four two. All right, we started 0-2, so I'm pretty happy. Oh, what's wrong, puppy? Yeah. How's that? Nope, we'll throw this back. We'll keep this. Kindergarten to Wayfair is a great start. Probably putting back the resolve. Oh, where the cats if I have to. Hey, Liege. Liege, what are you playing in Standard? I think I'd rather just have two bodies than one. Make Spirit. I wonder if this would still be good as a 2-mana 1/1. I'll play out the Assistant this turn, because then next turn I can Wayfair, get a land back, and Worthy Cost it if I need to get through a blocker. Looks like just full 5 color, red, green, blue, black, white. I think I'm okay trading any of these for the Appraiser. It's not ideal, but... Oh, never mind. We just want to keep our board up. For the Siege. Neat. I want that Verdant. I'm just okay with this trade if they want to do it. I'm okay with any of them, really, but I don't think that they'll believe that I'm as okay with these two. Alright, I'm starting to get really tired, so we're going to, after this draft, do a sealed event. Tomorrow I'll have a long draft stream. And then Thursday's a maybe. Gina's coming to visit. She's coming for the, yeah. Are they playing a counterspell is the real question. I think I need double black the most. I think if they're countering a spell, I'd rather they counter Sirach than the Siege. Oh, Sirach can't be countered. Haha! I forgot about that text. Neat. I get to draw a card. Sirach is like a good 2-for-1. They can use it to crack the Jeskai Monument, which is what I would be doing. They didn't. That's odd to me. Representing a snakeskin veil. Card is good. I get to hold up my removal and then just put down the Vanguard. Even if they kill it, which it looks like they are, it's got 3 counters out of it. Like, draw a card, put 3 counters, put a counter on each creature you control is good enough. Ooh. They had to use it on half a card. I'm okay taking that. It's only scary this turn. Should have attacked first, but it's fine. I'm going to have to trade with this anyway, so I don't mind doing it now. I should have definitely attacked first, though, so I had answers or responses to things. Pop dog kicks, you better run, outrun my gun, all the other kids. I hate this card. I really do. I have no answer to this card in my black-white deck. Every time. I hate this card. This is not hard. Just kill my creatures. Sorry. This card's very annoying to me. Why is this card in this set? This is the 5th time I've lost to it. I know. This is the 5th time I've lost to this card. And, like, this was a great game. This was cool. We're having good back and forth, interesting gameplay. My opponent is cast Areni. I lose now. I hate that. I also have no creatures in the deck that can block it. It has pro white, pro black. Can I win through it? I can gain a lot of life. If this were the only card like this too, that's fine. Yeah, I'm dead. If this were the only card in the set like this, it would also be okay. I know. But like Areni, Craterhoof Behemoth, Meringue River Dragon. Actually, the whole cycle of Mythic Dragons are just absurd. Alright, let's do a little bit of Sealed and we'll call it a night. Sorry, I am tired, but we'll do a long one tomorrow. Any requests for a clan? I think Craterhoof Behemoth is like really cool in this format, but it does mean the game tends to end on turn 8. Alright, Theo, what would you like to see? Mardu, Sultai, Abzan, Jeskai, Temur. Hey, H4! It's an easy equation, though. Alright, Mardu it is. It's good to see you, H4. I wonder if the promos, if the rares are seeded for this. I mean, look, I know I was just complaining about how busted the Mythic Dragons are, but we have 3 Mythic Dragons, and yes, they are still busted. We also have Taigam and double Voice of Victory. A little crazy. Love it. Mardu is slightly different in pre-release and regular. But yes, Mardu is very good. But I think that the green pools, so the green pools can't fail. That, like, the reason Mardu's so good in limited is that Mobilize is better the more Mobilize cards you have. It's a really good set, H4, with stupid rares. Other than the rares, I'd say it's one of the best sets we've ever had. Without the rares, I think this is a strong contender for the best set ever. With the rares, it's still pretty good. I could run 5-color dragons base Mardu. Red, black, red, white, white, black. Oh, I'm sorry. So I wanted to do this. So I am practicing. I shouldn't have looked at these yet. It's a great set with mythics that kind of ruin things. Like, I was having a really fun game. I know. Like, that's what it takes now. All right. So, why can't I select the clock? Hang tight. That's fair, Theo. It was a good pre-release too, though. Made me happy. Hmm. I'm struggling to put the clock into my scene. Oh yes, why? All right, whatever. I'm setting a 25-minute timer. Oh, I don't know, but it wasn't anyone here. We haven't been able to figure out why. All right, so 25-minute timer because I'm practicing for sealed, and that is you have 30 minutes, which includes deck registration. All right, so at a glance, I'll first pull all my lands aside. So really good Mardu mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 1 blue splash, and then a green splash. So we have 1 green source, 1 white source. All the 2s. The double Voice of Victory really wants me to do the mobilize thing. My blue, I've got Stormbrood, Tygom, Dragon. Lots of good removal for a Mardu deck. 2 Storm Singers. These are some good cards. My green is weak. I can still run the Stormbrood. So like I get to play the Stormbrood with just my green source because that removal spell is good enough by itself. Wow. Windcrag Siege too. Mainline Rush. We just have a ridiculously good Mardu deck. Like I can run the Baitor. I don't think I want to double slash Taval or Awaken the Honored Dead. I can single splash the Shrine Keeper. Eshki is so good though. I think I do just want all the mobilized cards. If I'm splashing blue and white, I can or green, I can run either half of that, which is cool. It'll be normal sealed, but normal sealed for opens is 30 minutes. You have 30 minutes to build your deck. You should H4. I don't know who blocked you, but it wasn't me. And I'm very sorry that you've been blocked. All right, so we are double splashing blue and green for our dragons. We don't necessarily, but I might. All right, Effigy isn't good enough. Voice of Victory is great. All right, so Devotees. If I run all the Devotees, I can kind of just play all the dragons. That's pretty cool. Double Underdog and a Tactician. Reigning Victor. If I am double splashing, I'll play the Sentinels. Nerve is just solid. We definitely don't have room for those 4s. I don't have the counters here. Might be okay with another 4-drop. I'll keep one Feral for sure. Dawnbreaker's a 2-drop. Feral's a spell. Frontline Rush is a 2-drop. That's still a creature. That's a mana. Trick. Removal. This deck is very good. How's our removal looking? Let's take out all of our non-removal or our creatures for now. All right, Stasis Snare is great. Exhale is pretty good. Worthy Cost is great. Caustic Exhale is great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. I think I'm kind of cutting all these though. We can keep one Alatia's Legacy. I've been really happy with that card in the Mobilize stuff. Haven't been happy with Dragon's Prey. All right, creatures now. 2 Voice of Victory, great 2-drops. Marty Devotee, great for fixing. I can run all the Devotees and play my dragons. Yes, you won't get seeded packs. But like it's fine. Like the only difference is that you don't have the lands. I won't get, so you get a caves, a barrens, and an outpost for free. But I won't have those. Thunder of Unity, Narrative. I think that's all the 4s I can fit. Frontline Rush, Windcrag Siege. I'm going to play the Storm Brood as a removal spell, though. I'm taking out an Austria's Exhale. It doesn't clear a blocker, so I'm not as interested in it. These Stormstreak Ferals get a lot better with Narrative. So I could run all the dragons. I think I'm going to keep Betor. Get rid of the others. All right, how many other dragons can I squeeze in here? Dawnbreaker, cool. There's a 2-drop. Bear of Glory. Deathgorger. Deathgorger is it's just a little too expensive. I think it's worse than Gurmag Rakshasa in this deck. I like the underdogs. We'll see if I can make them fit. Oh, thanks, H4. I appreciate you. I did not block you. You're not blocked on this channel. It seems to happen when you're blocked on any channel. My lack of fixing is a little bit worrying. No forests. I just want the 2 green cards with 1 Sandstep Citadel, 1 Dragonstorm Globe, no forests, and I don't need the Cove either. Didn't I have an Abzan? A couple Abzan Devotees. Just 1. Could also run Jeskai Devotees, but I think I want to be black-white, splashing a little bit of red and a little bit of green, which means we're cutting one of our underdogs and one of our ferals. 13, 14, 15, 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red sources. 6 red sources with 1 Mardu Devotee. And then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 black sources. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 white sources. 14 lands. 15, 16 lands with a globe. And an Embermouth Sentinel. All right, 3 cuts. I think Exhale comes out. I really just want a lot of creatures. Betor might be too greedy, but it's so good. Betor and Stormblood Brood. All right, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rares. It's so many. Okay, these are our 2s. If I take out the Devotee, I'm at 2 green sources. All right, we'll cut the green. I'll keep the Stormbrood because it's just a good enough removal spell. 15 creatures. Looks good. We'll cut the Globe. for something. Like it does cast Stormbrood, and the counter is relevant. I can put an Osseous Exhale back in. Desperate Measures. Kind of just want the card advantage from Desperate Measures. Or second, Alicia's Legacy. Alicia's Legacy is so good with Voice of Victory. No, I want the other Bearer of Glory, unless I can find another mobilized creature I want. I can have the Embermouth Sentinel too. Really lean on my lands. Kind of like Rebellious Strike. Lets me trade up with a lot of my creatures, and then I'll put a Bearer of Glory back in too. Stormshriek Pharaoh just got a lot better because of Nerev. I don't think removal is good in this format. Like, how many removal spells can you fit in a format? We've got 2 worthy costs, an Exhale, Stormbrood Snare, Legacy, and Rebellious Strike. So like, is it? I do want to know. My connection's been fine, but not great. I don't know why. Got the underdogs for it. Like Dragon Spray is fine. It's probably better than the Rebellious Strike, but I think I'm cutting one of the. I'll cut the Desperate Measures. I like Rebellious Strike when you've got Voice of Victory. Yeah, we're gonna run it. We're gonna keep a little awkward because it's all tap lands. Citadel. Crag. Sorry, one sec. I have to put together a chat. Voice of Victory Caves. Then Stormsinger. Then Victor and either Stasis Snare or Exhale. I don't need Reigning Victor down yet. Let's just get in there. This is going to feel very mean in general, and I'm excited for it. I am here for it. Next turn, I get to Reigning Victor and Caustic Exhale and Static Snare after making 3 bodies. So Plains, Victor, Grow, attack with everything, mobilize 3, and snare. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Theo, are you excited for Emma Frost? Are you going to keep playing? All right. Aw. I can swing with both, and then if they double block Caustic Exhale, the blood flies. Mobilize. I agree. I like it though. I don't think they can stop this. I'm excited for the Rivals. Marvel Rivals update on Friday. New characters. Here we go. Ooh, Meow Wolf is cheaper for residents. I didn't know that. Turn 2 Voice of Victory. Turn 3 Reigning Victor. Turn 4 Nerve is so good. This Saturday is SCG Con Denver. So it is a it's a there's 8 slots for the Pro Tour. Ooh. I think I still do want the Caves Down first. There's 8 slots for the Pro Tour, and it's like a 100K sealed event. Hang on. I signed up for the main event. It's a spotlight series. So first place is 10,000. And I really am so excited for it. So I like Rebellious Strike in the Mobilize deck. Like, this is a card we've seen before. Sugar Rush is a card we've seen before. But if I attack here and they play out a 2/2, they're going to want to put the 2/2 in front of one of the Mobilized tokens, and I can Rebellious Strike. Lame. I just wanted to play with it. Yes, I'm hyped. In this order, I want Reigning Victor next turn, then Thunder of Unity into Bearer of Glory. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, so that's why my schedule's a little wonky this week. I'm okay with this. It takes their turn. Hmm. What is reigning victor to attack? I maybe should have played Nerev this turn. Hmm. Dealing with everything. Hold up the rebellious strike. I think I want to just Thunder of Unity. I could still rebellious strike from there, but I would like to draw some cards and drain them some life. Ooh. Although Alicia's Legacy is pretty tempting here. Now I'll attack. I'm going to use Legacy or Exhale based on what they do. Ooh, but they're just taking it. Awesome. I'll play the bear this turn. Attack, mobilize, play creature spells. I can Nerev and Exhale. Alright, so if it's stuttering for other people, like, is it a connection issue? So, yes. So, everything you do has to be open in front of people. I'm going to take it, try and race them here. So you have to you open and register your opponent's pool. It does. I mean, a lot of the decks don't get to run these tricks. I'll take it. I can Nerev or just hold up the tricks. I'm gonna play the Nerev and attack with everything. Drain you one. The drain on this is like not to be underestimated. So my mobilized tokens will be dealing double damage, which means that I can this is a surprise. This rebellious strike is very strong. And I have lethal next turn. Oh, I didn't realize how fast I built that. That makes me feel better. Yeah, I think Jeskai is the hardest thing to build, full stop. I've got 7. I've got lethal on the attack. So I'll take this out. Behold, it's right there. My dragon. It's right there. I get to activate Bearer or just Rebellious Strike Alicia's Legacy. They have 4 blockers for 4 attackers. Well, on the ground. And then Nerev. Oh, that ain't it. Indestructible. They did not behold a dragon. And they're tapped out, so I've got 7 in the air. It's a pretty cool format. Like, so far, Beard, I've loved every game that nobody had a mythic. The mythics are a big problem. We'll put on the bear first. Then we can either voice or Stormbrood next turn and play out the caves. I can take out the merchant. And they go to a 3-2 here. Or I could just attack. I can get +4/+4. Yeah, I think I just want to use all my tricks here. This just goes to a 3-2 anyway. Cool. Then we get to Alatia's Legacy and Disrupted Stormbrood. And next time we can Frontline Rush. Ooh, actually, I think I want a worthy cost here. Or maybe I don't care because of the pump. No, this is good. I don't want to keep dealing with this. Aw, lame. Could Stormblood. I think I'd rather just rush on end step. If I had a green source, I could just take out, but Stormplane Detainment. I probably could have played that better. Oof. Oh, they don't have mana value 3 or less. They have mana value 6. I could just... So if I attack with just the bear, they can't block. So we'll do that first. Because it can pump itself and it's got first strike. And then we can play out the Stormsinger, and then next turn we get to attack with everything. And pump. Ah, my Stormsinger. I was going to kill them with that. Alright, kill here, swing 4, puts them to 6. We just want to keep pushing damage as much as possible. They can block here, they take 5. We'll kill this. Yeah. Big Dumbo, thanks so much for the follow. How you doing? Wow. Dragon Sweeper gets me again. That was a hell of a top deck. But I got them down to 6. Oof. It's the third time today that the Dragon Sweeper has just destroyed me. But it's not something I can play around. Oof. The downside to Rebellious Strike. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and just fire this now. Bad draws. It's okay. I think this is my last game. I am being called away to organize some advertising. I'll figure out why my connection is acting up. So let's go ahead and raid Fina. Fina and I are both going to be playing in the 100K this weekend. But yeah, we'll finish this game first. I have to organize some advertising because people are not kind enough. No, they're great. I love them. But I do feel like I should give one of these my full attention. And stop drawing lands. That's the tough bit. We drew too many lands this game. All right, so that's gonna be it. I will have a long one tomorrow in the afternoon. I will announce exactly when as soon as I know. Good game. Too many lands. We outlanded our opponent. That's okay though. We got to get going. Tomorrow afternoon we will be playing this for the day. Not sealed so much, mostly draft. And I will see all of you then. Oh, to the good old days when the mama say. All right, that's gonna be it for tonight. See you tomorrow. Limited stream week just because of the event.